The Liver King has a bar. Is it called the Charlatan Bar? It's just a sad block. Oh my God, there's oil on it. That tastes terrible. I guess if you eat like raw bird testicles all the time, your sense of taste makes this seem great. Hey folks, Dr. Mike here for RP Strength. I'm a longtime professor of exercise and sports science, a competitive bodybuilder and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappler, and I have eaten a few thousand protein bars before, so yes, I am an expert and a connoisseur of les bars de protéines, which in French means I'm not sure what exactly, but I do know something. A little while back, we did a part 1 of this video where I tried tons of different kinds of protein bars that, well, really just Scott the video guy shipped in and had me eat against my will. Though we did break several cattle prods, we learned almost nothing. Except for some bars are awesome and some just kind of like, why do they exist? But don't worry, our YouTube members and the folks in the comment section told us that there are many other very strange, esoteric, exotic bars that exist and we should try them. So welcome to Protein Review number 2, where at your amusement and at my expense, I will be trying multiple protein bars that, well, some of them just don't make no damn sense, to quote Forrest Gump. 3, 2, 1, feed me? Let's do it. Jewish athleticism. All right, the Mars High Protein Bar. The Martians have attacked Earth several times, nothing some treaties can't smooth over, so no offense, Martians. Let's see. Oh, it's a European bar. This is a kind of bar for a person that doesn't need like an SUV to just drive the son to school. He's better off, taking something eco-friendly like a bicycle. And so we look at these macros and we've got energy, fette for fats, of which saturates is my favorite thing in the British language. All right, so Mike, shut up. Get to the point. It's always out of 100 grams. Okay, so this thing weighs 59 grams, right, Scott? And it's got about 5 grams of fat. Fuck if I know.
It's 23 carb, 5 fat, 20 protein.
Yeah, so 5 fat and 20 protein with 23 carb is I would say a damn good time. 210 calories. The Mars Corporation makes like kind of every candy known to man, but they do have their eponymous bar. Let's try it. Ooh, salted caramel. This is some white people shit right here. Scott, tell me something. Is salted caramel a flavor that was made up only like 10 years ago?
I feel like it was, yeah.
It's like maple bacon. We didn't have that growing up. All right, let's try it. Sturdy exterior. Ooh. Texture, creamy, amazing. Mouthfeel, delicious, not too dry, not weirdly, grossly oily. I gotta be honest, I can't taste the salted caramel at all. That's some combination of me just having shitty genetics for smell and taste and COVID doing me over a few rounds back in the day and can't taste shit. But it does taste like a proteinous goop of nutrition. And it gets and exists out of 10 as my rating. This is definitely a bar you can eat. The Mars Corporation, folks. That is athleticism, folks. The MRE Bar. It's a meal ready to eat, but in a bar. They stopped giving Allied soldiers real food and started giving these bars, from what I understand. It's a whole food protein bar, which you can probably understand makes no sense. But Redcon is what puts this out. The Red Condition 1. The flavor is crunchy peanut butter cup. And the macros are decent. A little bit more fat than the last bar. So we have 9 grams of fat, a bit more carbs, 26 grams of net carbs and 20 grams of protein. This better taste like angels are having deeply passionate intercourse inside of my mouth. Anything short of that will be a disappointment. No worries, Redcon, all jokes. What did I say it was? Crunchy peanut butter cup. Scott, why don't we start making crazy protein bars with really weird flavors like meat stick, but it's a chocolate bar. Macaroni and cheese.
Ooh.
Baby powder.
Oh.
You ever wonder what that tastes like? Not anymore. The new baby powder protein bar. Good enough for a baby, safe enough for you. Wait. Yeah, we're having casualties here already, Scott. Right, it's got a cool look. A little kind of like a little candy bar look here with a little nuts poking out and stuff. Let's put nuts in our mouth, shall we? Not the first time I've said that. Also not the first time I had an object of almost this exact size and shape. Usually the nuts are in a different place, served right next to it. Approach my mouth. It was also, yes, chocolate colored. Think about that. Not bad. Not bad at all. I forgot to say it about the last bar, the Mars bar. The Mars bar has a distinct, and listen, I love chemicals, chemically aftertaste. This does not. Goes down smooth, as the wine people say. Scott, are you one of these wine drinking assholes who makes up terms on the spot, try to sound smart? Yeah. It's a full-bodied texture with an earthy grit. I like it. It's got real peanut pieces in it too, according to the manufacturer, which is nice. It does function as a meal replacement. This bar is nice. I would say this is kind of one of those bars where I see protein bars kind of at two ends of a spectrum, at least the ones I eat. One is composed of the right macros and doesn't taste like total vomit, so you can put it into your body when you need nutrition. And the other side is actually really damn good and doesn't have terrible macros, but tastes really good. Like you can have it with a glass of milk and 2 or 3 protein bars. It's like an awesome, fun treat. This is like a little closer to that side, which actually tastes pretty damn good. And the MRE Bar, check it out, folks. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Next. You digging through boxes and shit, huh, Daddy?
All right, Mike, so this one is special because it has, as far as anyone can tell, this is the best macro protein bar.
Get the fuck out. The best Oh, I know this one. The Musashi. That is a katana cutting your dumb ass into thirds.
Highly requested.
High protein bar list. I don't know. Musashi sounds Japanese to me. So to me, the Japanese people just typically do everything better than the rest of us. And so it's probably going to fucking be awesome. 5 grams of fat, very low for a protein bar. 27 grams of carbs minus fiber is 23. Not bad on the carbs. 45 grams of protein. Intense. There's only one downside, folks. Before you go jamming this into your gullet, gotta read the fine print. 18 grams of sugar alcohol. Folks, that ooh sound Scott the video guy just made didn't come from his mouth. It came from his anus, which is how your anus is going to be screaming when there's shit coming out of it that's not supposed to. Sugar alcohols, for those not in the know, if you're not used to eating them in high quantities, will mess you up. They're going to give you bubbly guts for a few hours and bloated and all this other shit. You're going to bitch a lot. It's going to be really fun. This is how they can get the macros as good as they can. If you're used to eating these mugs, then it's awesome. And you're used to the sugar alcohols, you don't even fart and have explosive diarrhea much, which is a good thing to have, not as much. So you got to work your way up. If you're sensitive to sugar alcohol, I would just avoid this bar entirely. If you're decent with it, I would eat half a bar and put it away the first time you tried it. When I'm in Australia touring for my various important tour things, fuck what I was doing in Australia anyway, I will eat tons of these because they're super available in Australia and they're super amazing macros. And because your boy's kind of used to all the protein bars by now, shit never phases me. Or it does phase me. I just don't give a shit if I fart in public anymore. You guys ever get to that level where you're like, fuck it. Other people can fucking exist in my brine. That's disgusting. Let's open up this protein bar. I love the packaging. Scott, this packaging almost like, first of all, the brownie on the front, it looks so appealing. You're like, I want this. I want to break a brownie with a supermodel. I don't know why the supermodel's in there, but the brownie looks good. But also, doesn't it have kind of like a high contrast red, black, and white? Scott, does this look like a BMW or a Mercedes product?
Yeah, it's refined.
It's refined.
This is like a matte finish.
Yes, there's a precision to this that you just don't get with other protein bars. Very Japanese. All right, let's see how much we can get the volcano brewing, folks. Sugar alcohols are your friend. A little bit of a boring look. I'm not one to judge boring looks. I mean, for the love of God, look at me. But it just looks unassuming. Oh, no. There's a way they jammed all that protein in there. It was by force, fellas. You gotta chew the fuck out of this thing. Now listen, I got all the chewing muscles times 10. I still can barely chew my way through this shit. Does it taste like a milk chocolate brownie? In a protein bar world, yes. In the real world, absolutely not. If you're good with sugar alcohols and you want a low fat, low carb, high protein bar, and you don't have a ton of room in your bag, let's say you're traveling. When I was traveling through Thailand, as if they don't have protein bars over there, but a lot of plane flight stuff, you can't exactly get lots of lean protein on the, aircraft, long hours and stuff. I remember I put about like 10 of these in my bag. And like every few hours, I'd whip one or two out and eat them shits. And though all the other people on the airline paid a heavy cost for my abuse of protein bars, I paid no cost at all and I had a great time. So as far as protein to weight ratio, and it tastes just fine, this is a good, again, remember that spectrum I said earlier of bars that do the job and bars that are super fun to eat? This is squarely on the do the job thing, and it does the job damn well. Scott, we're going to Japan. Next bar.
Is that five?
Nope, I just got real Jewish all of a sudden. All right. Ooh, the Gorilla Bar. A bar so wild, I can't believe they let you even have it. 20 grams of protein, and the flavor is peanut butter cup. Peanut butter just is peanut butter and chocolate are the workhorse flavor bases of protein bars. 20 protein, 28 carbs, and 12 fat. All right, so we're going to judge this since the calories and fats are similar on the Anabar standard. No, I didn't say Anavar, you drug addicts. Anabar. Anabar is one of the tastiest protein bars ever made, and it justifies that with its macros, or rather, the taste justify the macros because of 12 grams of fat, it better taste like something. 12 grams of fat, this better taste like something. I do like the wrapping. Is there a gorilla here? Yes, there's one half of a gorilla eye staring at you ominously. Scott, can I? May I? Very difficult to open. That's good. You don't want kids reaching in and eating these things. I'm kidding. Protein bars. Oh, that's a fun actual question we can get to here. Is it okay for children to eat protein bars? The answer is yes, and your pediatrician should be able to confirm this for you. It's got the whole Anabar problem of bleeding into its own container, but who gives a shit? Not exactly. Scott, can you imagine seeing this on an ad just like this?
Yum.
Yay, kids love it. All right. Very sweet. The oiliness and fattiness is really shining through. It's good. It's not as good as the Anabar. It's a high mark, but good. Worth the macros? It'll have to be a personal decision. But if you're a person who eats bars, I would at least check the Gorilla Bar out. They probably have some other flavors. Worth a look, in my humble opinion.
This one I'm going to deliver anonymously just so you can be non-biased.
Oh, that's the best. Yeah.
So this one we have to do this with, and you'll see why eventually. This
is some rich guy shit. Anonymous bar delivery. What an appetizing sound it makes falling down. It definitely has structural integrity.
So, macros, 6 fat, 33 carb, 20 protein.
Not bad. Great macros. Pretty small bar. Let's give it a shot. It's one of these real chewy bars. What flavor is it?
It's supposed to be milky crisp.
Okay, so like milk dud flavor. That makes sense. That's what it tastes like. Nothing jumps out a ton. It's not bad. Not a ton of you can put your finger on it flavor. You gotta chew a lot of it.
Do you think it resembles what it looks like on the package?
What the fuck? This is a joke.
Nope, that's what it looks like on the package.
Well, that's what we call lying. No, sorry. Advertising. Same thing. Damn, dude, that's a fun way to put that one. The Cico Bar from HTLT.
Do you know what that is?
Harder than last time. This is Greg Doucette's bar.
Yep.
Yeah. Decent macros. Tastes like nondescript something or other. And look, it's a bar that's neither shaped. This is a square-shaped bar, a rectangularly shaped bar. It's neither shaped like it's illustrated on the cover, nor does it have the outer creamy, milky, crisp, caramely-looking bullshit and the hard on the inside. It's all just one homogeneous thing. So, as is typical, Greg does something just fine and then lies extra for no reason about it. Thank you, Greg. Ooh, have I had this one before?
I don't think so.
The Gatorade makes a protein bar, and it's got decent macros, 20 fat, sorry, 20 fat, 20 protein, 41 carbs. It is a really good food replacement bar, 10 grams of fat. I know that it does have enough milk stuff in it and potentially some other kind of fibery sugar alcohol-y stuff that it is one of these bars that dependably makes me go, yeah, things come out of my down there area that at a speed that astounds even a accomplished race car driver. So don't go eating one of these and then just disappear into the woods, or you'll be living it like woods style for real. However, I will tell you this from having had these bars before. What flavor is this? Chocolate caramel, naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Seems redundant. I will say Gatorade's process control in the factory is excellent. That's a good looking bar right there. Smooth, nondescript, kind of looks like a piece of shit that's dried up. That just makes it look like every other protein bar. From what I remember, these things have excellent texture. Let's find out if I'm right. Zero chewiness. It's crunchy. It's soft. It's light. It's good. This is fucking good. Again, watch your colon, but otherwise, Gatorade fucks.
I think that's one of Nick Shaw's favorites.
Oh, fuck. I take it back. Nick, you have shit taste. No, this is good. Ooh, a grenade. Grenade! Grenade bar. Named after what it does to your asshole. There's no other way they named it for any other reason. Come on, people. High protein, low sugar, Oreo white. Seems strangely racial, but very well. Let's see what the macros are. This is from the countries of Europe. Excellent. About 6 grams of fat, 21 grams of protein, and, well, a lot of polyols. So what they like to do in Europe and Australia is put a shitload of sugar alcohol into the bars. In America, we're still doing mostly actual sugar or fiber, like the Quest bars. So if you go to Europe or you go to Australia, New Zealand, etc., just don't pull protein bars off the shelf and eat them randomly. Look at the sugar alcohols and talk to Jesus for a little bit and see if you're ready for that sort of war. Scott, Oreo is kind of cool because this is official Oreo. It's not cookies and cream. They got our official brand endorsement.
Yeah, and I can also say I've been eating a bunch of these because I like them and they haven't been fucking me up. So that's a testimony.
That's a huge, Mr.
Also
Scott.
the worst stomach ever.
Scott, the video guy, is the worst stomach ever. So if he can eat this, you can eat this every fucking meal of the day. I like the bar. It actually looks a little bit like an Oreo situation. I love that you can see a little bit of the dark chocolatiness through the exterior. I love the bottom here. It's like a very precision-oriented little fine lines. It reminds me of the fact that these bars are made in an awesome, super clean factory by machines, and I just think that's wonderful, don't you? It's kind of like home on the heartland, except not at all. Fuck that. Robots are better. Cheers. It's sweet, but not too sweet. Chewy, but not too chewy. I was expecting a cookie crunch. It never happened. That's just me expecting for no reason. It doesn't taste like there's a lot of taste in it. It just exists. But with macros this good and it's small, easy to eat, I'd say it goes over on that side of the spectrum where you have functional bars. Bars you can put in your mouth. Bars that'll take care of you. Grenade will take care of you until your asshole blows up. Good stuff. Not bad. What else we got?
Hand you this one face down.
Greg Doucette, I take everything back. You have been outdone in your own game. The Liver King has a bar. Is it called the Charlatan Bar?
Hey-yo.
Oh, it says the fittest, and then there's a crown emoji. Oh, there's a bust of him on here, kind of, a little outline. It's nice. I don't want to be eating his beard. It's disgusting. So it just says Liver Bar King, if you read vertically and properly. But if you read the other way, it's, I suppose, Liver the Fittest Bar King.
It's actually, the flavor is almond butter. It says on the box.
Oh, it does. Okay, so it doesn't say the flavors on this because they're not for individual sale. And let's see what it's made of. It's got almond butter as the first ingredient. That explains the 16 grams of fat. So it's got 12 protein, 8 carbs, 16 fats. It's got some whey protein isolate. It's got some other shit in it. That's cool. Let's see if it's okay. So for this 12 grams of protein and 200 calories, this thing better taste like God is reaching out his hand himself. Because if it doesn't, it's sure as fuck not going to be worth the macros. Remember, we either got function bars or amazing taste bars. Oh God. It's just a sad block, barely factory cut. It looks like one of those like, oh my God, there's oil on it. Oh, fuck. It already got oiled up, right? Because like we hate carbs or whatever. Liver King's into all organs and shit. Is this another fucking low carb dude? Fucking hate carbs, man. I'm a man. I'm a guy. I'm a dude. I'm male. Anyway, it does smell like almond butter and industrial processing. Scott, wasn't he like against processed foods?
Correct.
He wasn't against himself making a buck on the protein bar circuit, was he? Fuck that. There's something rotten in that fucking thing, bro. That tastes terrible. It's like, Scott, you know when you're eating almonds and you eat one of them that's like the bad one and it's like bitter? That's that.
Yeah.
They put that shit in here.
So guys, I tried all these bars when I was shooting them, and I can confirm I also spat it out.
There's just
Mike's not exaggerating. It's the worst thing ever.
Listen, I ate a ton of shit that tastes awful. This is next level. Liver King, you failed again. Fuck you. Go lie to people more, you son of a bitch.
I don't want people to think we're biased, but it's really bad.
Yeah. No, it's really bad. I'm also biased. Fuck Liver King. Scott remains true and is unbiased in his entirety. There's oil on my lips from it. Oh my God, that was awful. I guess if you eat like raw bird testicles all the time, your sense of taste makes this seem great. Next, throw away your notepad and your Excel sheets. The RP Hypertrophy app has all of your workouts displayed in one place with guided videos on exercise techniques and a program that evolves to better suit your needs the longer you use the app. All you have to do is follow the plan right on your phone and get the gains. Click on the link in the description of this video to get started. Ooh, a built puff bar, brownie batter, plus collagen. Believe it or not, we multiple times at RP contacted the Built folks and they refused to return any of our DMs. But that's not a slight against them. We're just irrelevant. And they make some fucking great protein bars, let me tell you. The only downside you have to know about these bars is, first of all, the macros crush. All right, so check this out. 17 grams of protein, we're like, that's bullshit, right? 2.5 grams of fat. Total for the whole fucking bar. If you go up to the usual 5 grams of fat that the low fat bars have, like a pure protein bar, it converts to almost 35 grams of protein. A pure protein bar at around 5 grams of fat, and this is a good macros bar, has 20 grams of protein. So this is 35 if you eat 2. Unbelievable. And the total carbs subtracted from fiber is only 13 grams, which is very low. Macros for macros, this is great. Unfortunately, the number one ingredient for the protein here is a premium collagen blend. So yes, they do have other protein, I think. Yeah. So they have partially hydrolyzed whey protein, isolate, and collagen. So I don't know how much collagen versus isolate they have, but I will tell you this. The collagen makes the texture really awesome. It makes it super easily preservable, but and it bumps up the protein, but collagen is a type of quality of protein isn't ideal and probably doesn't get you nearly as jacked as a whey protein does. These sorts of things are rarely ever pertinent, but in this case, they're pertinent. So if you're in a fitness space, you're looking to get some goddamn protein in your body and you want something fast and delicious and incredible texture, industry leading and amazing macros, this is your bar. If you're looking for the ultimate anabolic bar that for sure gives you the highest quality protein, this ain't it. But I really wish it was. I used to eat these all the time. And I started trying to focus on the micros a little bit more. I kind of ruled this out, but chocolate brownie looks like just a stick. Oh, God. Scott, this is living good, man.
You're the best.
Texture, taste, even the richness of the chocolate coating built onto something. They can recreate this bar, except with minimal or no glycogen, collagen, and similar macros. I'll buy everything they ever sell. This is good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got one more?
Yes, sir.
Do me. Oh, this just doesn't look like your traditional protein bar. And this packaging is really solid. Gluten-free. Oh boy. Seitenbacher. Seitenbacher. Oh, look at you. You're so dirty. Get away from me, you Seitenbacher. God, the Germans are so proper. I assume this is German, but that's the only language I came up with. 245 calories and 16 grams of protein. That ain't it, folks. 13 grams of fiber out of 27 carbs is a lot of you getting a lot of fiber. And it literally says on the package, recommended with a bottle of water. What am I supposed to make out of that, Scott?
So this company is just like one of those German companies that makes like everything at the store. It's like the generic kind of thing. They just make like cereal and they make oats and they make chocolate and they make honey and they make coffee and they make all the things.
So like, fuck it. We have the raw ingredients for a protein bar.
Yep.
Ingredients. Soluble fiber made of beets, very German, which contains oligofructose. Protein from milk made of European milk. That sounds so, ethnocentrism sounds so funny when you're outside looking in. GMO-free soy, thank God. Poppy seed oil. Hey man, I don't put fucking mechanical lubricant in my body, goddammit. I don't eat no fucking seed oils, man. What else we got in here? Chocolate cover has brown cane sugar, cocoa, GMO-free sunflower lecithin. I will never allow my natural sunflower lecithin to touch this body unless it's not GMO tainted. By the way, genetically modified foods are just as good for you as regular foods and have no downsides. Isn't that crazy? All right. They made it difficult to open, which is good. Like, Scott, that's a test. Like, do you really want this? You try, you're like, nah. They're like, you probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't. Yes, you have to have a minimum strength standard to open the bar, which means you're used to other protein bars. That's pre-broken. That's good. Okay, this actually looks quite good. Yeah, that looks appealing. Whoa. Scott, I don't believe this has a flavor. It just says gluten-free, chocolate-covered, high-protein bar.
Yeah, so it's, the flavor is chocolate-covered protein bar.
That's fucking incredible. That's exactly what it tastes like. I was like, what flavor is this? And I was like, it doesn't have a flavor. Fucking brilliant. Thank you for buying Seitenbacher products. Seitenbacher. I would do the Nazi salute, but you guys know how that works on YouTube. Does it have a really instantly hits you in the face before you taste the bar protein aftertaste? Yes. But the texture is good. And it doesn't get all over your teeth. I like it. Do not recommend out of 10 on macros alone, but for a company just trying to make a protein bar, consider this a protein bar. All right, we've got our ranking. Scott, should I go last to first?
Yeah.
In last place, predictably, is Liver King Bar, which is not really a bar. And just like Liver King's not really a real thing, it sucks in every conceivable way. The Cico Bar didn't taste that bad, didn't have terrible texture, but has a bar on the cover that's neither shaped nor textured like the bar inside. I don't know why the fuck you would do that, but for that alone, it gets demoted like crazy. Otherwise, it would have been fairly middle of the pack. The Seitenbacher bar gets rank 3. It exists, and in its own way was kind of a special experience, especially if you like aftertastes.
7. Or 8 rather.
Third from the bottom, rank 8. And then next up is the Gorilla Bar. It's a fine bar, folks, but it just doesn't stand out in any way that justifies it having 12 grams of fat. That's kind of the big knock. The Grenade Bar, a great bar. Everything north of here is quite good. It's good. I just didn't get that cookie crispness that I was looking for. Nothing screamed Oreos. The Musashi Bar, I mean, macros-wise, is kind of the undefeated king. Taste-wise, you could knock an elephant out with this if you threw it at them. You got to chew through this fucking bar. And because it has so many sugar alcohols, watch out. But it earns its weight. The Mars High Protein Bar is very good. I've been eating the Snickers ones, and they're so fucking good that I just thought this would taste like this. And it's been a while since I've eaten one, but it doesn't. It's a fine bar, good macros, good consistency, and because it tastes remotely like a Mars bar, gets a lot of bonus points on taste. Built Bar is unbelievable and would be at the very top of this list if it was not for the vast majority of its protein, or at least a big fraction of its protein, my mistake, coming from collagen, which is not a great source for muscle growth and repair. But on taste alone, you could feed this to like regular people and they might not hate it. The Gatorade protein bar, the only downside for me is it makes me shit my pants. How's that for an endorsement, Gatorade? But the macros are decent and it tastes great and the texture is top of class. Best texture in the protein bar world right here, at least a little mini world we've got. And then surprisingly, the Redcon one, and only surprisingly is I didn't even know they made bars, but the MRE bar, especially the crunchy peanut butter cup, it just kind of did all the right things to my mouth that I like doing to my mouth. And if you've ever dated me, you know that's a lot of weird shit. So MRE bar, you people are degenerates in there, Redcon factory, but goddamn, can you make a good bar? Holy shit. Folks, all for lols, all for fun. I do mean everything I say, but it's all with a comedic twist. In the comments, let us know what bars we should try next. If you've seen something quirky from another country, some weird macros or something. We're always looking to try new protein bars. And I had fun. I had a great time. Some better than others, I'll say. And yeah, especially the MRE bar from Redcon. That's something you might want to look into because at least on the taste factor and the mouthfeel, it fucks. Folks, I've been Dr. Mike. I'm going to go take the dump of my life. See you next time.